Hey guys, Luna here, and we're with the game called Medieval Fantasy Survival Simulator, which is a game made by the same company who made the test and other like games. So let's just get right into it, shall we? Well. Look what the storm dragged in. It isn't another wanderer seeking knowledge and self-reflection. I've seen so many of your kind, you know. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Malicious Decimus. I don't know what Decimus means. Soldier, general, instructor, keeper of the lost art of warfare. I hunted down evil men across the lands. I have slain beasts with my bare hands. I have toppled kings who sit up high. I have seen hellfire rain from the sky. You come to test your mettle, and you've come to the right man. But if you've come looking for trouble, perhaps you should rethink your plan. Something tells me that you're not here for that, though. No, you're here for something else. Something more modest than combat. You're here to test yourself, to see if you have what it takes to cut it in a war-torn kingdom, marching on the battlefield, playing war games and politics and devastating strategies of destruction. You're here just to see how far your spirit can take you, to see if you have the sense to stay alive in disastrous situations, whether your path leads to gold and riches or certain death. Yes. I can already tell that you aren't like the others that lay beneath our feet. There's something about you that's just different. Mind you, different does not mean worthy. Let's find out what may or may not set you apart from the rest, shall we? I'm going to present you with a series of questions and scenarios, and you're going to provide answers, solutions, and plans of action for me. I'm really digging this music, by the way. Some of your answers may be wise, some of them not so much. But rest assured, you will be judged accordingly. The most important part of this examination is to take your time and answer it with complete and utter honesty. Do not rush. Do not falter. The solution to many of these scenarios may seem obvious at first, but I urge you to take your time and think about them thoroughly before providing a response. It would be wise to remember those words as we progress. Now, let's get started. We don't have time to kill. Only enemies. Many enemies. The examination begins now. Would you consider yourself to be patient? Would you consider yourself to be fearful? No. You believe the existence of a higher power? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be brave? Not at all. Would you consider yourself to be intelligent? Hey. You ever engaged in hand-to-hand combat? Yes. Quick body and taekwondo. Do you hate losing? Definitely. Would you consider yourself to be a soul loser? Yes. Would you consider yourself to be a soul winner? I've never heard of that, so do you consider yourself to be athletically fit? Fortunately, yes. Do you consider yourself agile? Yes. No. I think that I have common sense. Definitely open-minded. Think-witted? I think I'm clever. I'm definitely not a people's person. Irrational fears that I consider to be embarrassing. Not embarrassing. I just don't like talking. Not speak English. I do try to avoid conflicts. Yeah, I think I'm a free thinker. Yes, I tend to be prideful. I am judgmental at times. Enjoy eavesdropping. I hate to say that. I have been betrayed before. I have not been betrayed by a family member. Yes, I have been betrayed by someone close. Did you ever kill an animal? Killed an animal. No. No. Resourceful. Mentally healthy. I mean, for the most part, I guess. I'm definitely well educated. I do enjoy playing with fire. Have ever been afraid of the dark? Yes. Never been a phobia of spiders. I could consider that. Could you all been chef? Probably not. I do follow directions easily. I think I could be considered innovative. Definitely very competitive. I do not consider to be a winner in my life. Ooh, toxicology. Yeah, poison and stuff? Definitely. I could not see myself as a farmer. Talented in weird ways. I could not enjoying life as a surgeon. Ooh, alchemist is fun. Yes, I'm definitely self-motivated. Lack discipline sometimes, I guess. Cautious? Yeah, probably. Would I consider myself protective of a level? You see yourself finding happiness even if you're the only person left alive on Earth? Yeah, probably. You mean like I would be sad, but I could imagine I could still find happiness. You seek adventurous life now. Risk taker? No. Be reckless at times. Anxiety. Do loud noises tend to distract or scare you? Yes. Attractive in the traditional sense? No. You live happily in the life of the professional thief. That could be fun, if I could get away with it. Are you confident in your ability to throw off an attack in one-to-one unarmed? Work well under pressure? Yes. Definitely go along-oriented. Do not work well with others. No, I respect authority. Everyone is not created equally. Everyone has their benefits and downsides. I have judged people based on their appearances before, and I do believe people deserve second chances. For a dungeon, would you use torture to extract information? No. Did you see yourself living the life as a royal advisor? Yes. Did you see your life living as a peasant? I mean, I guess I don't want to, but I could. Would you be willing to assassinate an enemy king in order to save your kingdom? Yes, I'll do what it takes. I do not like punishments. No, blood doesn't make me queasy or roll, but it's like serious burns and stuff. Blood does not save me. You think you'll be well suited to manage food and ration usage for a marching army? I don't think so. I could enjoy myself as a chef or a baker. I would love to do that. Would you see yourself being abandoned and stealing from others if you had to? I mean, I guess stealing. Been out for ages. Yes, I do consider myself wise beyond years. Has anyone ever stolen something from me and found a way? To my knowledge, no. Yes, I have stolen from someone else. You think the apocalypse is likely to come in your time? You have the fear of the unknown. someone hit you for no reason, my first reaction probably would be to hit them back. Someone robbed me, yeah, I would want revenge. Have you ever truly hated someone? Yes. Have you ever felt hatred? Yes. No, I've never felt like a hero. That's really my sense of villain. Do you wish to live a life of riches beyond measure? Yes. Would you be happy living a simple, quiet life? Yes. Are you actively pursuing your dreams in life? Have many regrets? I am definitely fortunate compared to others. I could not live as blacksmith. Oh no. Was not expecting you to answer some of those questions the way you did. I must say, I'm intrigued by your personality and quite eager to pick up your brain a bit further before giving my analysis. These questions are merely the beginning. We'll hardly scratch the surface, but believe me, we'll most certainly break you soon enough. Next, the questions will challenge your decision-making abilities. Some of them will be easy, some of them will be difficult. I urge you to make your choices carefully and prepare potential rewards and consequences. Are you ready to begin? You're marching on the battlefield, would you rather more rations of food or water? Water. I'd rather be superstitious because I'm superstitious. Magic or art, weapon? Magic. If you're fighting battle you know you couldn't be won and there's no foreseeable risk. Put on swinging. I'd rather go forward in time. Sword and shield is my go-to rather than two-handed weapons. Build and lay traps or organize ambushes. Lay traps. Would you rather engage in many skirmishes or few battles? Skirmishes. Rather train warriors or train spies? Spies, because information is more useful. Perhaps because they're more renewable than livestock. Fight at distance or engage in close combat. I would rather have a blessing on my troops other than the curse. Lucky is more important than intelligent, I think. Would you rather be able to raise someone from the dead once a year or instantly kill someone by just looking at them once a year? Raise me from the dead, because This one is a lot more dangerous. Build or destroy. Build. Would you rather war, peace, and possessed by differences, or dominate the world and dictate what do you want to do? War, peace. Would you have the ability to teleport instantly or turn invisible? Teleport. Would you rather forgive or forget? Would you rather be a victim or a savior? Would you rather be able to heal yourself or heal others? Heal others, that's more important, because I can get money from that. Trust an enemy or betray a friend? Betray a friend, unfortunately. I don't want to trust an enemy. Would you rather save the life of an animal or the life of a person? Barefoot through the desert just because you don't think you get as dangerous? If you have to defend yourself using only a dagger, would you rather fight a lion or a bear? A lion. Would you rather camp for a week in a torrent rain or a single day during a snowstorm? Kill or be killed? Kill. Rather jousting tournament or sword fighting? Ooh, sword fighting. Gladiator or soldier? Gladiator. Would you rather rob from the rich and give it to the needy, or creep and rob from the rich and give it to the poor? Bandit or sheriff? Bandit. Bounty hunter and assassin. Town guard or palace guard. Tailor or carpenter, so working with leather or like cloth. It's probably good cloth. Travel by wagon or travel by ship? Travel by wagon. Forest or the Rocky Mountains? Scavenger for forage. Give or take? I'd rather take. Too much water because you need more water. Would you rather have to cook your food over a fire or purify your own water? Cook my food over a fire. Mental. What's more important when training an army? Morale or discipline? Morale. Starve or beast? Starve. Attack during the night. Defend during the day or defend at night? Defend during the day. Would you rather fight to protect your own land or fight to take someone else's land? I'd let myself go hungry. I would probably... probably find ways to avoid them. I'd probably form my own band of adventurers. Would you rather become a witch's assistant or a hunching evil witch's assistant? Would you rather hunt a fire-breathing dragon or finding burgers? Dragon. I think it's about time we move on from this kind of question. I'm a bit baffled, if I'm being honest. My early assessment has proven to be accurate. You almost certainly are different from those who've come before you, Wanderer. I have one final examination story for you. This is far advanced more than anything you answered so far. I'm going to present to you a series of questions of scenarios, and you're going to use your problem-solving skills to determine what the best course of action may be. You will be presented with 4 possible choices to solve the problem. Some of the choices you can make will lead to certain death and insecurity. Some choices will determine how special you are. Again, I cannot stress this enough. Need you to think about the choices. Take your time with these. The fate of your results lie within the next answers. Now, let us begin. Tending to your field to notice an intruder snuck into your property. pushing travelers and stealing their final earnings. As you travel down the road home, you see in the distance a broken down wagon on the side of the road that appears to be missing one of its wheels. And you see a wheel completely split in half. Don't trust it. Don't trust it. Standing next to the wagon is an old lady wearing tattered leather cloak. You have a spare wheel in case your wagon has to break down. Yeah, probably. As I pass, tell the lady, I'll send help and continue on my journey. Far from home, you receive word that your dearest sibling is sick and you could die at any moment. They could already be dead by the time you receive the letter. You urge her to make it home to say goodbyes as quickly as possible. You know that there's no cure for them, and it's usually quick and miserable death. Telephone find reveals the news. They advise you a few different options for you to travel. And the sound of the lover and the time it was sent, you believe your sibling may be only a day or two left before they're taken from this wood. The quickest route is to the mountains, but it's very dangerous as the weather is dangerous. So, none who have ventured in the direction of the mountains have been heard since they departed. You can take it a lengthier but safe route and arrive home within 2 full days if you travel through the woods. Your friend presents you a third option based purely on there's no hag on the other end of the woods, just about half a day's journey in the other direction. There's she potentially has the cure, but you do not know the cost or the downfalls. Well, for that, seeking the hag would be useless because it's going to be dead in a day or two, so as much as I would love to take the dangerous path, They claim they lost their arm in the battle and wish to go back to the neighboring visions to take their arm of their assailant, and they're asking for your assistance. Upon further interrogation, you learn that your sibling was attempting to rob their assailant's home and steal from them before being met with resistance. They're planning on leaving the night after receiving medical care and plastering for their wounds. You don't have much time to make a decision, but they're dead set on carrying out their plan of vengeance. At the cost of their health or life, what do you do? Made a great deal with a wealthy customer at the market and traveling home with a wagon full of shillings. You never had more money in your entire life, and your primary focus is getting it home quickly as safely as possible. Traveling down a long dirt road, and you notice a familiar face of a merchant friend of yours along his wagon by the roadside. However, his face is bad, beaten, his torments torn in rips, and he's kneeling at the dirt surrounded by 4 bandits with daggers at his throats. He's about to be robbed and executed in cold blood. However, a decision needs to be made quickly. Weapons of your own, and you feel confident in your ability to take out 1, maybe even 2, but fighting all 4 would lead to your certain death. Of both of you and your friend, what do you do? I'd probably attempt to run over the bandits. Traveling home from the market when you see a group of armed men in the distance. As you approach, they block the road and flag you down. They approach your wagon and tell you that they're ashamed to admit they're not good people, denies the law. They've robbed, murdered, and pillaged to get by, and their number is about to be up as the King's Guard is coming for them, and you will catch up to them in a matter of minutes. They ask if they can hide your wagon into the guard's pass and assure you that they won't be questioned too much by the guards, other than if you've seen any mercenaries in the If you help them, they promise to guard you and work for you for life. They vow to honor this agreement as the mercenary code do so. However, if you get caught, you get executed. What do you do? I'll accept their offer. You're mighty drunk and sitting by the fireplace in a tavern enjoying tunes in the audience, and you hear a loud sudden thud. The tavern door swings open so hard it hits the wooden wall and shakes the entire building. Silence fills the air as you turn your head and wonder. In the doorway is a tall, cloaked figure standing directly at you. You notice that everything in the tavern has come to a halt. Music stopped playing, people stopped moving, even the fire stopped flickering as time itself was frozen. You look back at the still figure before he begins to walk towards you. He sits down at the seat next to the fire directly across from you, and gazes upon you inquisitively. Before saying a word, he pulls out a cloak, 3 objects that radiate with such uneasy depths and shivers them in his pocket. He pulls up a small wooden table, drapes an ancient-looking tapestry over it, and lays the objects upon it. In a gruff, raspy voice, the figure begins to speak in a language that you've never heard, but for some reason can understand it fluently. He tells you that he has come to offer you a chance to turn your fortune around in life, but man must gamble with fortune itself. The first item that he presents is a damn man's coin. The second item before you is a blackened rabbit foot. The third item is a tiny little fairy floating and glimmering inside the glass jar. He explains to you one of these items is cursed while the other 2 will bring incredible fortune. He tells you to make your choice before going seconds. The blackened rabbit foot is bad, so I'm gonna choose the fairy jar. I don't know how I know the blackened rabbit foot is probably bad, but it's either that or the dead man's coin. So, rescue the wife of the town's blacksmith from a disastrous fall as her wagon rolls right off the cliff. You happen to be in the right place at the right time and manage to pull her up from the mud from her demise. The blacksmith has heard of your heroic deeds and wishes to repay you by crafting you a magical sword of your choosing from various rare materials he's acquired. You will imbued the hilt with a jewel, granting power to itself and its bearer. You may choose an emerald of luck, which will bring you great fortune, a ruby of power, which will provide strength, a sapphire of intellect, which will provide knowledge, a topaz of quickness, which will increase speed and agility. What do you do? I would want speed and agility. This concludes the examination. You made some very interesting choices, Wanderer. After questioning you thoroughly and assessing your skills, I've come to a final conclusion about your chances of surviving in these lands. Firstly, I'd like you to say that it's been an honor to assess you. Very few have been able to make as far as you have, and very few have had results such as yours. Let's just get right to it, shall we? I'm Mikias is determined that your chance of surviving in treacherous and foreboding lands such as these is approximately, yes, just as I thought. You have an 82% survival chance of survival based off your decision-making abilities, quick thinking, and wits. So that's pretty good. Because, I mean, all things considering, there's always a potential disaster with some of the risks you take. However, you've scored much higher than the vast majority who've come before you. Well done, Wanderer. Truly, you should be quite proud of yourself. Surviving here is no easy task, and certainly not one for the weak-hearted. Before you enter an examination, I'd like to give you something. A little parting gift, if you will. I'm going to give you a word, and I urge you to remember it clearly. Write it down if you need to, for the benefit will benefit you greatly if you choose to use it properly. The secret word is kingdom. So to keep that word close, it will unlock great things for you in the future if you're brave enough to venture forth and use it. Very well, Wanderer. Until we meet next time, stay safe. And stay bloody. Results have been based on many different variables and may vary with each playthrough depending on multiple factors. We hope you enjoyed your experience and have learned a little bit more about how your brain works when presented with different survival situations, conflicts, and altercations. Take the secret word and you can leave it in the comments. Yeah, and we're still working on the Chasing Demons game. So, if you left your secret word, they obviously noticed it and they've read every comment. So, and thank you so much. So, and there's still working on Chasing Demons. So, and thank you. And obviously, here's all the company-based stuff that they do. And yes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you guys have a good day, night, week, month of your life. Wherever guide your path for wherever it might lead you.